The magic number. Ask someone to think of a number between 1 and 10. Then, instruct them to double it, add 8, divide by 2, and finally subtract the original number. You can then read their mind and tell them the final result, which will always be 4. This works because regardless of the initial number chosen, following these steps always leads to the same outcome. Word association. Have someone think of a word and write it down without showing you. Then, ask them a series of questions or make statements related to their word, paying attention to their reactions. Through subtle cues like facial expressions or body language, you can often deduce the word they chose. Color prediction. Write down a prediction of a color on a piece of paper and seal it in an envelope. Then, ask someone to name a color. After they've made their choice, reveal your prediction, which matches their chosen color. This can be achieved by using multiple envelopes or subtly guiding the participant towards choosing the color you've already written down. Pseudo-psychometry. This trick involves asking someone to hold an object and concentrate on its history or the person who owns it. Through careful observation and psychological cues, you can make educated guesses about the object's significance or the person's traits. The book test. Ask someone to choose a book and a page number. Then, without looking at the book, attempt to guess the word they're thinking of on that page. This trick relies on probability and common words found in most books. The watch trick. Borrow someone's watch and hold it in your hand. Concentrate for a moment and then reveal the time they set their watch to. This trick often involves using subtle cues or glances at the watch before returning it. The drawing duplication. Ask someone to draw a simple picture or shape on a piece of paper without showing you. Then, attempt to replicate their drawing. This can be achieved through techniques like peeking at the drawing when the participant isn't looking, or using sleight of hand to switch papers. The coin prediction. Have someone choose a coin from their pocket without showing it to you. Then, ask them to place it in their hand and close it tightly. Through observation and subtle cues, you can often determine which coin they've chosen. The name guess. Start by asking someone to think of a common name. Then, ask them a series of questions or make statements related to the name they're thinking of, using educated guesses based on popular names and common associations. The card revelation. Ask someone to think of a playing card from a standard deck without revealing it to you. Then, through a combination of psychological cues and guessing techniques, attempt to reveal the card they're thinking of. The memory trick. Have someone think of a memorable event from their past without revealing any details to you. Then, through a series of questions and subtle probing, attempt to guess the event they're thinking of based on common experiences and human psychology. The personality reading. Start a conversation with someone and gradually steer it towards discussing their personality traits. Through careful observation and listening, you can make educated guesses about their characteristics and preferences. The time prediction. Ask someone to think of a time of day without revealing it to you. Then, through a combination of psychological cues and educated guesses based on common daily routines, attempt to guess the time they're thinking of. The symbol. Prediction. Write down a symbol or shape on a piece of paper and seal it in an envelope. Then ask someone to think of a symbol. After they've made their choice, reveal your prediction, which matches their chosen symbol. This can be achieved through sleight of hand or pre-selection techniques. The name initials. Ask someone to think of a person's name and focus on the initials. Then, through a series of questions and educated guesses based on common names and associations, attempt to guess the initials they're thinking of.